I invite you to join me on this decorating adventure in my living room. I'm bringing the beauty of spring into my home using all of my vintage, thrifted, and well-loved home decor. Hello and welcome back, everyone. If you are new, my name is Lisa. This is my fur baby Raider, and you can tell from his lack of enthusiasm that this is just another day here in my home. We are decorating for spring in my living room. I pulled everything off of the surfaces, out of my cabinets and console. All I left were some wall hangings and wall art. I gave my home a really good deep spring clean. So don't let all of this home decor overwhelm you. I don't normally show this part of the process with you, and I wanted to do that today. We are going to be here for a while, so sit back and relax as we get to decorating my living room for spring. As I put my home decor back in place after that deep clean, I'm starting with some of the larger pieces here. And I get this on my channel a lot because I am a maximalist. People are concerned about how I keep my home clean. If you do a couple of times a year a good deep clean, it is not hard to maintain the tidy cleanliness throughout the rest of the times. I have some tricks that I use. I've shared them on my channel before, like a can of compressed air to dust my floral arrangements. While I do have a lot of home decor that I display around on my surfaces and in my cabinets, it is nicely displayed and it's all cohesive, so it makes it easy to lift up, move, and dust and place it back. What makes your home hard to keep clean is not the decor, it is the clutter. To me, decor is not clutter. Clutter is unnecessary papers, piles, and stacks of things that should have a proper place in your home. Those are the things that keep it hard to keep your house clean, not the home decor, in my opinion and for me. I have only purchased a few new things for my spring living room. I have thrifted several things that you will recognize. One of the new things I bought were these flowers being one of them. I picked them up at Walmart in their dollar section. They're Bridgerton. I did purchase this new marble dish from Threshold at Target. It is a really nice piece, and it's one thing that I thought had good quality to it and will have longevity in my decorating. Most of my stuff I have had for years. I have thrifted it, or it's been gifted to me or passed along to me. So I have an extensive collection of home decor. I know many of you have asked to see that, so that will probably be coming in the future after spring decorating maybe, but I love to use things over and over again, so you will see them on repeat throughout my home, used in many different ways. It makes it much more sustainable that way, and it lets you enjoy your decor throughout the year and for many different seasons. Who else loves to decorate with books? I choose them for what the cover looks like when you take that dust jacket off. I also enjoy reading them, but they add color to your home decor. You can see by my decorating this console that I love layers. And again, in that maximalist vintage style, I love to display as many of my treasures as I can. Like these Fitz and Floyd Staffordshire dogs that I thrifted back in 2002. I think I paid like $20 for the set, something like that. I have loved them and used them ever since. Here is a decorating hack for you. I had this plate stand and it is very deep, and so the plate tends to tilt back too far. But I'm going to use this thrifted Spode plate. Take a paper bowl, flip it over, and it's going to create enough depth in that plate holder that my plate will stand upright. This is the way that I can use this plate holder in different ways. I use it for a tray that's heavy and needs to be deeper, but then I can repurpose it here without having to buy a new stand. Moving over here to the other side of my glass-fronted TV console table. Keep in mind, if you don't have a glass-fronted cabinet to style, you can also use the same design elements and little vignettes on the top of tables. You can use it on shelves, on bookshelves. The design and the principles of it can be interchanged throughout your home wherever you have a place to decorate. I like to vary the heights. I like to add a lot of different textures. I'm doing that with the wicker and seagrass baskets, the books that's bringing in color, and I'm using the hobnail texture on the vases that I've added. I'm putting that landscape artwork into the back of the cabinet to break up that solid wood grain background. Adding in some faux plants, that's going to bring in, again, color and texture. It's all these different elements combined with the varying height and the movement of your eye through the cabinets from side to side that give it a visual interest and excitement to your home decor. These precious cuties are making a debut here in my home. I got these for Christmas from my daughter-in-law and son. My sweet daughter-in-law loves to thrift and she can find some of the best things, and I'm glad she thinks of me when she's out shopping for those treasures. They are so precious. They're my love of blue and white mixed with little dogs, so they're going to be well loved around my home for a long time. When I pull back and show you all of the decor when it's complete, you will see how I have mimicked side by side so that you have that visual flow with the decor. I encourage you to do that when you're decorating in your own home using similar but different items to create that beautiful visual interest when decorating. Taking another look at my decor pile, you can see I've made a dent in it by decorating that TV console cabinet. I am going to slide over here to the corner. This is my Facebook Marketplace antique secretary. I shared this back when we were at the end of summer. I got this for $40. I polished it up and it has been one of my favorite pieces to style. I have completely emptied it out like everything else, and we're gonna restyle it. You can always go back to my old video. I will have that linked for you and check out how I originally styled it, keeping some of the elements the same, but then adding in those touches of spring. The first thing I'm going to put back into this antique secretary are some books. These came from my mom's collection mostly. She passed away 4 years ago, so these are special finds, and I want to keep them in here where I can keep them safe since they do have great sentimental value for me. The shelves inside of this secretary are very narrow, so the decor I'm choosing has to fit within that dimension. I'm adding in color, I'm adding in layers, and again, textures. All of my little treasures I have thrifted and collected over the years are going in here. I'm using a zigzag pattern through the shelves. I explained this in great detail when I styled it the first time back in late summer, so I invite you to check out that video to get those minute details of styling this secretary. I'm adding in some new things though. These little prints came from Target and they are a great size to put in here in the background, again breaking up that wood in the back of the secretary. I have this Delft dish that I thrifted and I want to put a green topiary ball in it, but it was sinking too far down into the bowl, so I'm just going to use a wadded up paper towel to lift that topiary ball up and out of the dish. We are in the early days of spring and Easter is really late in the season this year. It's towards the end of April. So normally I have combined my spring and Easter decorating together, but since we have such a big gap, I am going to separate that out. I'm doing my early spring decorating now, all while I am doing that deep clean and getting my house fresh for this changing of the seasons. I will be back to do some simple Easter decor that will flow seamlessly in with this early spring decor. I think this year that is really going to help take a lot of pressure off of me and hopefully you. So be sure to come back. I will be adding in more rabbits and birds, and I also have my resurrection tomb set that I put out and my scripture nesting eggs, things like that I like to have out for the Easter season. What do you think so far? I know this is a lot of decorating here when you pull everything out, so I hope you are getting a ton of inspiration and new decorating ideas that you can use around your own home this early spring season. You know I cannot leave any surface untouched, so of course I'm adding decor up here on top of the secretary. Just some simple things. When you have long stalks of flower, my tip for you, if you don't want to cut them off, is to bend them back and up over the stalk like I did here. This helps to keep them full and fluffy, but you can use them down the road if you need them all still on that main stalk. I used one of my miniature Wedgwood plates inside the secretary. I'm going to style the other one up here. And I thrifted this little Lenox swan. It is really a place card holder for a formal table setting, but I'm going to use it up here because I am in love with swans. And for the past year, I have been thrifting any of them that I can find at a reasonable price. I was recently cleaning out and sorting through a drawer and I came across these little booklets. They are from 1927. These were from somebody that my dad knew from a really long time ago. They were passed down to me and I have had them stored back for a long time now. I decided to pull them out and use them in my decor and I thought they were perfect to tie ribbon around. I am using this blue frayed ribbon from Hobby Lobby and I'm going to slip them into one of the little cubbies of the secretary. Given the age of the secretary and the age of the book, they are perfectly married into a couple here. And now I will get to enjoy seeing my collectible books displayed here in my secretary instead of packed away in a drawer. This lamp is new, but it was a gift from my mother and father-in-law. I wished I could link it for you because it is gorgeous. I like having a lamp here on the secretary. It just brightens and lightens up this corner that can otherwise tend to be dark. The lamp with my thrifted plate and a little topiary that I created all under a cloche is the perfect little spring vignette. I am going to hang some artwork that I had. I think this came from Hobby Lobby. I cannot remember exactly, but I've had it a while and I believe it came from Hobby Lobby. But that is going to round out and complete this corner for my spring decorating. And it is decor that will last through the summer even. Working my way around the room, so we're going to decorate the mantle next. We are still having some chilly winter weather here, even though I'm decorating for spring. So we have ashes still in the fireplace. We are using it, so I won't be doing anything inside of there during this video, but I will be making the top of the mantle look fabulous. I have left up my artwork that is here year-round, and I have this double light lamp. I picked this up last summer at an estate sale. The blue and white planter that I added the topiary to came from Home Goods last spring. I found a ton of the blue and white Chinoiserie and planters there, and they were all at a really good price. Here is another little floral hack for you. I did not want to cut the stems on these faux peonies, so I took a zip tie and used it to cinch all of the flowers together, folding back the stems so they were short enough to pop down into this vase effortlessly. I couldn't even tell you how long I have had these little greenery bunches. I love them though. They're wispy and fun, light and airy for spring. I'm going to use it to kind of camouflage this cording and just soften the corner here. There's a lot of woodwork up here and I want to break that up and just give it a softer look. Love my brass duck head bookends and they look perfect nestled up here in the greenery. I want to add a little bit more of the blue and white. It definitely pulls the colors out of my picture that's hanging above the mantle, and I'm just using one of my blue willow plates on a plate stand to add that pop of color up here. I told you I was in love with swans. I picked up this $3 vintage planter at an estate sale, I think, and I'm going to add some little floral picks I got from Joann's. They will bring in that pink color I used on my secretary into this part of the mantle, and I just love how easy these are to style. You just stick them in there and you're done. Again, I'm using some books and propping them up here. I also have some brass candlesticks with some twisted taper candles, and I'm going to light those, burn down the wicks, and then I'm going to display my match cloche and candle snuffer here on the mantle as part of my decor. I'm not always good about showing these little details in my videos because it does make them so long. I have edited this footage down as much as I could while still showing you all my spring living room decorating. If you are still here, I appreciate you so much. Those of you that watch all the way through, I love our little YouTube family that we are creating, and I'm so glad that each of you are here time and time again. opposite corner from the antique secretary, we have Raider's dog kennel, and I like to style the top of this. I have shopped my home. I stole this lamp from my office and a few other pieces that I have had around my house, like this woven basket tray. It is going to be perfect for layering up a little floral arrangement. When I picked up this planter at Hobby Lobby last year, I did it because it looks like ironstone, and I just love vintage ironstone. I know all of you are going to ask about these faux peonies. They are gorgeous, aren't they? And I wish I could tell you that they were in stock, but I got these last year at Michael's and they are sold out and have not come back in stock. I loved them so much in this planter last spring that I am restyling them again. I love using my blue willow dishes as decor. I am bringing that blue and white over here on this table, and a couple of small ginger jars that my daughter-in-law got for me. This will change up here in a minute. After filming, I decided I wanted to mess with it a little bit, so I will show you both looks. I am switching out the tassel on my lamp for this softer pink color. I get these tassels on Amazon, and they are a great way to just dress up your home decor. For my thrifted vintage frames, I ordered a couple of canvas off of Temu, and then I just put it on a foam board backing and pop it in the frame. Makes it easy to switch out your artwork and utilize those vintage frames. Which of those looks did you like better? I liked the second look. I used a gift from my husband. It was a Pimpernel Spode Blue Italian sandwich plate. It's melamine, and I will have it linked down in the description if you're interested in that. But I think that grounded everything and made it look so nice. I love to use pillow covers. It makes it so much nicer to switch out your decorative pillows without having to keep a lot of pillows in storage. These particular covers came off of Amazon. I have a third pillow I picked up from Walmart on clearance last summer, and a $1 thrifted throw. This is going to just bring a little bit of spring over to my sofa sectional. I wanted to make a little vignette on top of my Chinoiserie garden stool, so I'm taking a coffee table book and then this brass planter that was a gift from my son and daughter-in-law. To that, I'm adding some greenery, again just folding the greens back over that stem so that they fit nicely down into this planter. Now, one of the things I did order new from Amazon was this arched mirror. It has a gold frame, very simple, and it was very affordable. I'm having my husband help me hang it here on the wall. It is going to reflect back all of the light from my windows. It's going to open up this space. Plus, it gives me a place to check out my outfit before I head out the door. Let's take a look back from where we started to where we ended up with this living room spring decorate with me. It was a lot of home decor when you pile it all together like this. Some of you I know probably still think it is a lot of home decor even when I spread it out and display it and decorate everything in my living room. I hope that you have gotten a lot of inspiration, and I hope you've enjoyed following along with me as I share how I style my entire living room. I have never done such a complete decorating video like this. Let me know if you enjoy it or if you like the shorter, less involved decorating videos. I'm always open to your feedback and enjoy hearing from you. Again, thank you so much for being here and watching till the end. I appreciate it when you hit that thumbs up, and I always love those comments. I love hearing from you. Let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to answer them. And I invite you to become a part of the Uniquely Lisa family. Come back for that next video where we're going to be having even more fun. Until I see you then, have a wonderful and blessed day.